Welcome to the reflection of my past semester's life design class, as well as a general reflection of myself for the past year. Please enjoy. One thing I learned about myself this past semester is that I'm not good with making longer term plans. For example, like planning for a whole semester. But I'm good with shorter and specific plans, like planning for a project for 2 weeks, for a month or so. From my primary school period to college, every semester my parents would tell me that you have to plan for what you want to do for the next semester or next year. And then I realized that things change too fast, faster than I can keep up with my plans. So I decided that in the future, or starting on 2021, I would just do the small specific planning. In the past year, I let go of my ambition for participating in as many projects as I can at the same time. And I try to make space for finishing less projects but with higher performances. In the beginning of the past semester, I had 5 projects that want me to be part of it, and I said yes to all of them. And then, as time moves on, I realized that I don't have time to distribute for each project. So I select 2 out of 5. And in the end, I received good results for my 2 projects. I don't think the result would be the same if I had participated in 5 projects at the same time. The thing that I'm most proud of myself in the past semester is that I enrolled in 2 intense IMA classes, and both of which require me to work with the programming language that I know nothing of, C#. But I'm proud that I now know a decent amount of C# programming knowledge through days and nights of studying it with YouTube tutorials and going to my professor's office hours. And to keep this going, I would keep working on the projects that require C# in the new year, and not just limiting to C#. I would also explore in other programming languages and other fields that I'm not familiar with to break out of my comfort zone and continue with trying out new stuff. The change I noticed on myself is that in the beginning of this semester, because I'm a junior student, I wanted to find a great internship just like everyone else in my school, particularly like the business major students, because they always have fascinating and fantastic internship opportunities. But then after submitting my resume to countless enterprises, firms, I realized that that's not what I want to do right now. So instead of rushing to do what everyone else does, I try to calm down and think about the consequences of doing something. I did received several offers from internships, but I don't think they are what I want for now. Because right now, currently, I just want to improve myself in terms of skills and knowledge instead of actually working on other people's projects. I would like to enrich my own portfolio more. So I guess the change I spot on myself is that I would now consider more consequences in terms of myself instead of going with the flow of everyone else. In terms of concept of success, happiness, and meaning in life, I used to define personal success by constantly comparing myself to others. And now I find myself happy if I'm satisfied with my own project. And making myself happy is how I would define my personal success now. Before taking life design class, I thought life design is about making plan for future life, planning every detailed things in the path you're going to take for the next 10 or even 20 years. But now, I think life design is more about reflecting on the past and the now life instead of focusing on future lives. Because instead of making plans, it's more about bringing your own reflections with yourself and move on. Many things, they don't need to be planned, and they often only appear along the way as you go. Now, which area I would like to decrease my energy in? I guess I would like to be less insecure about myself. I'm always worrying a lot in terms of my ability and my relationships with others. And in the new year, I would love to make myself worry less about that and just focus on what I'm doing now. I wanted myself to stop worrying about the unfounded speculations so that they won't tire my mind and my body. As for the areas I would love to invest more energies in, I would love to analyze more outstanding projects like interactive art projects, games, because my friend showed me one of her friends' portfolio website one day, and I think her works are outstanding. And there are obviously a lot more interactive designers who are super talented and inspiring for my future works. So I would love to take some time and do some analysis. That would be all of my reflections. And whoever is listening in December 2020, Merry Early Christmas and Happy New Year.